he got disrespected a lot the last couple of years by a lot of fans who questioned his injuries and his brittleness, and then we see him medically retire. How did that make you feel? Because I know you defended Doug Brumfield a lot.
I'm proud of Doug, number one. I think that's the first thing that I'll say is to come to the conclusion that football is over for you, whether it's through, just not making it to the next level or through realizing that my health is more of an important thing and being able to publicly announce that is big for him. So I'm proud of him for doing that. I'm proud of him for the way he handled himself in the face of the scrutiny that he was going through. For the people, like you said, that were dragging his name and accusing him of faking or not being good enough, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, whatever the narratives were that were negative, his response from Doug himself was never reactive. I think he handled himself with grace throughout the whole journey that he was on. So I, again, commend him for that. I feel for him because this must have been hard. Last season especially, to see the team succeed when he knew he wanted to contribute, and this was kind of his year to break out. For all intents and purposes, and you and I had watched him during the fall, he seemed like the good quarterback, like a quarterback that could get it done, the starter coming out. And then for injuries to, again, be the thing. There were 3 seasons in a row where injuries knocked him out of it. It must have been tough for him to watch the team now get over the hump and succeed. Glad he was able to be a part of it. He even got on the field for a couple of snaps during the season. But I'm glad he was able to be a part of it. I wish him the best in this transition into the next phase of his life, whatever he decides to do with it, whether it be coaching, going into civilian life, I don't know. But the sentiment I want to echo is that I'm proud of Doug for the journey. And I'm proud of him for coming to the conclusion, a healthy conclusion for himself going forward.
Well, that means spring practice is going to have a new look, right? A quarterback. Matthew Sluka won't be in until the middle of the summer, beginning of the summer in June. He's a transfer in from Holy Cross. You knew something was building in terms of revamping the quarterback room. So the battle in the spring, I guess. What would you guess? Will they, with the reps, will they go with Cam Friel as the guy and have hajj-malik Williams to transfer in from Campbell as the 2? What happens? You split reps? You have a clear starter? What do you do?
I think in this case, you go Williams getting all the reps. I think
Really?
With the way he's transferring in, I think, and this is, I've always been one to say the competition aspect of it is makes things harder for a team. I'm more in favor of declaring a starter and going with that guy and letting the film prove me wrong. If that's the case, like if he goes out there, I give him the reins starting spring ball and he's not doing right, and Cam is with the 2s or whatever, and he's doing well, then things can change. It's malleable. What I say at the beginning isn't necessarily what's going to be at the end. But I'm more in favor of giving the guy the reps and letting him prove that he either is or isn't the